Hello everybody, welcome to this bonus stream, I guess. Kinda want to hit that sweet Twitch affiliate status, which means I have to do 7 streams in 30 days. Which means I gotta cram a couple more in here before the month ends. So I put it to vote, gave everybody some polls, which are over and done with, so if you didn't vote, too bad. And tonight we're going to be playing Frost 1, Power by Zenith Nadir. This is kind of an iconic one. It's a very big name game by a very big named author. It's got some very pretty graphics and some very nice music. And it's going to have a lot of dialogue. There's a reason that I wrote about this one rather than streaming it before. So hopefully my glass of water can keep me going. And here's our title screen. And here's our title screen music. I'm pretty sure it loops, but it's a very good title screen song and a very long one. I don't think this game actually has a ton of music. The sequel does, but I'm pretty sure this is just like 2 tracks. But it's some very high quality PC speaker audio at least. It's all highlands. Eastern Teo. Isia. Planet. Oh man, how do you say that? Illiditoa. I always pronounce it Illitoya, but that's very much wrong. 2:37 a.m., 16/4/878 PA. Nadir really wanted the Frost world to be a world. So there's a ton of named locations and things. And almost none of it actually gets all that explained or matters in the context of the games, but expect a lot of stuff like that. It failed. I spent 3 years working every meticulous detail, only for it to send me to this hole with the others. Shit. Anyway, I wonder what time I've been sent back to. 878? Well, maybe my efforts haven't been in vain. I had best make haste. First order of business, disposal. I can sense at least 2 of them in this time period, even now, and I shall destroy them. So that's set. He's the villain. He's not going to appear on any other board in this game or the next game. So I hope nobody was too attached. Now we'll learn all about the moons right now. This is the planet. I'm never going to be able to say that smoothly. Illiditoa. Not entirely unlike the Earth, upon which you're undoubtedly attached to in some shape or form, unless it's the future or something, you're playing this on a supercomputer on board a space station orbiting Uranus, in which case you should be shot for playing ZZT games on such a complex machine. Anyway, Ilititua, though unimaginably far removed from Earth, is quite similar to it in terms of size, global climate, and position to its star. Although, since some cosmic force, okay, myself, but work with me here, people, decided it would be boring to make the two planets identical, there's several major differences between the two of which the observant will already have noticed: its geography and the extra moon. Not a blue moon this time, ho ho, I made it funny. Nadir's first game, or maybe it was the second, was Blue Moon. Also notable is that unlike Earth, any and all sapient creatures on the planet take the form of anthropomorphic animals. Asterisk. Like rabbits, and cats, and foxes, and lizards, and hamsters, and penguins, and the odd dragon, etc. Not all species are intelligent in this way, of course. Think of it in terms of a planetary elite of animals or something, like how humans are just really smart apes. This is the story of one of them. Isn't that exciting? Well, actually, it's the story of several. But in this one file, I'm going to concentrate on a girl called Penny. She comes from the continent on the right on the lovely picture currently concealed behind this stupid blue box thing. I'll even put a dot on the globe so you can see her approximate position because I'm so nice. Q Donut saying, haha, you're a furry, Nadir. Go fuck some foxes on Yifnet, fatty, as we all said back in the day. No, don't be disgusting. It's more Ozzy and Millie, or Sonic the Hedgehog than Doug Winger. So, yeah, the furry context of this game was definitely a thing back in 2003. I'm not going to read that long sentence because that's not a sentence I want to read out loud. Anyways, get your Doug Winger and Minerva Mink references in this ZZT game, which probably the only one. Before you leave, you might want to watch those lovely blinking stars. I made them all by myself. I am special. Very pretty. And here's the board that I've linked everybody a million times whenever I'm like, this is an example of what good ZZT graphics can look like. Because, good lord, that's like an extremely complicated pose to do in ASCII with glasses and holding something and having a purse. This is a lovely picture of her in repose, reading a comic book in between lessons at school, which is precisely the point at which we join her in our narrative. Jump for joy. I also like this little white scroll header and footer. It's a lot nicer than the actual ZZT one, I think. Statistics! Penny Shywell. Gender, F, which stands for Fox. Here's her birthday. Here's her age, here's her blood type, here's where she is, in this town, or I'm sorry, in this high school, in this town, in this country, on this continent. All named. Don't think you're going to hear any of those other than Gaian ever again. Yes, again, world building. It's just endless world building. Be sure to watch the guy on the basketball court in the corner, because I just think that's a cute animation. Hey Benny, what you reading? Oh hey Mel, nothing much. I was just digging around my room last night, and I found a pile of old Speed Duck comic books under my bed, so I brought a couple with me to read today. Cool, can I see? Used to love that guy. Tell you what, it's nearly time for lessons, and I'm about done with this one. I'll lend it to you. What do we have next, anyway? Well, I already missed that. This text is going a little too fast to actually read. Damn, are we still doing that sword crap in PE? Thought last week Miss Ferris said we were about done. No, this week's the last one. Next week starts hockey season. Ah, that's too bad. I strongly dislike sword fighting. Yeah, I like it. It's the first sport I've ever actually been good at you, so you know, I'm fine. Well, it's alright for some, I suppose. There's the bell. ZZT's little message boxes are really not structured well for being read out loud. Also, fun detail, yes, I was just about to point that out, Snorb, the diagonal walking. By combining a walk command with a general movement command, you can move 2 steps in one cycle, which includes diagonal movement. After a lesson of scrutinizing text for parallels and metaphors, an equally exciting period of changing into gym kit, Penny, Melissa, and the rest of the girls in their yard head down to the playing field near the school building, each equipped with blunt, wooden short swords. By this point, it's mid-afternoon and the sun is beginning to lower, casting silhouettes of the crags and gradients of the distant Gee Mountains over the countryside. Note, this next bit is interactive, but you won't be killed if you suck. Save anyway, because if you stink, I'll make you do it all over again. So this is going to be our first of very limited gameplay. Also a fake wall secret passage. Are we all here? Good, good. Alright girls, start with this lesson. We'll do some warm-up exercises with our equipment. Now seeing as we missed our lesson last week, I'll just give you all quick reminders of what to do here. I'll call for one of 3 moves randomly, and you all have to react to the call as quickly and fully as possible. The moves I'll call are thrust, parry, and slash. As you know, to thrust, you simply thrust the sword in front of you in a stabbing motion. To parry, move the sword down in such a manner that will block an oncoming attack. To slash, move the sword up in a controlled swinging motion. Do we have any queries? No? Then let us begin. I'm bad. This is a very Final Fantasy minigame here. I keep thrusting instead of slashing. I'm gonna fail miserably. Yep, I failed miserably. Okay, let's try pressing the correct buttons this time. Okay. Did not impress enough nobles or the Shinra president. Do any of the other games have that? I guess that's kind of a recurring thing. Anyway, very well done all of you, especially you, Penny. You've really come along nicely since last month. Since you all know what you're doing, then I'll go on to the next exercise. I want you to get into pairs for sparring. This will give you all the chance to practice among yourselves, so blah blah blah. Us two, right? Sure, same as usual, kiddo. It'll make this crap a bit more bearable. Blah 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 blah. And you should be fine. Do you have any queries? Right, into pairs. Is the passage transition sound effect just not playing, period? That might be like a Zeta bug since the board transitions happen like instantly now. Note, you and Melissa are on the far left, where the arrow is pointing. So you can see our very helpful arrow. Hang on, give me a minute, will you? You're too fast for me, I need a breather. Alright, just for a minute. You know, I know you don't like doing this, but you're really not that bad. You're holding your own quite nicely against me. Yeah, well, I'm just doing my best to keep up with you. Plus, I'm all lucky and crap like that. Lucky? Girl, if you tried harder, you'd be much better than I am. I mean, if you're as good as you are now while hating doing it, I'd hate to see you in full effect. You cannot stop Penny in effect. If you say so. Alright, try again. I mean it. Anyway, yeah, let's go again. See? I told you. Think fast. Oh no. You again? What the fuck is your problem? Problem? Oh, nothing, nothing. Hey Onyx, how are you doing? Sorry about that. Melissa caught me off guard and I got knocked back and... Fuck you, Mr. Bear, you speak lies! Hey, leave off, man. It was an accident. And it's not like the sword was real or anything. Girls, what's going on? You aren't supposed to stop for another 3 minutes yet. We were just talking. I knocked Penny back with my sword, by mistake. And Penny hit me with her sword for no reason, see? What? It was an accident. Is this true, Melissa? Elsa? I wasn't looking, I guess. It's a mistake, I swear. I believe Melissa. Onyx, these things happen, and Penny meant no harm by it, I'm sure. But no buts. Now all of you, get back to your work. You were doing quite well before. Keep it up. Especially you, Penny. Thank you. So, turns out Penny is good at swording. I'm sure that won't come up ever again. Okay, what the shit was that all about? Well, this might just be a guess, but I don't think Onyx has been too thrilled about your existence since that marshmallow prank you pulled on her last Docamber. Yeah, that was months ago. There are rainbow drops everywhere. It was hilarious. Why bring it up now, though? Indeed it was, and I really wouldn't know. After all, this is Onyx you're talking about. I really don't know what her deal is. She's quite manipulative. No shit. Well, she did start that whole prank thing, remember? It only ended after I got in trouble over the marshmallows. Anyway, I don't think I should worry too much. Should we get back to it? I don't know. Don't you remember what happened to Jessica after she tripped in the cafeteria and spilled chips all over her? That wasn't pretty. I'd be careful if I were you. You can leave now. So, as you may have guessed, a lot of this game is cutscene. There's our passage sound effect. Meanwhile, after school, we get this other, again, a nice looking board with a neat perspective that you don't really see. Having an actual like horizon and angles and that sort of thing. And Nadir does a lot of silhouette stuff with like the skyscapes and mountains and stuff. Good backgrounds all around. In good colors is like, I mean, the sky is kind of green. That's, again, not a thing that you'd be looking at. And more diagonal walking. So why aren't you out of your PE kit? I can shower and change when I get home. Besides, what you said earlier. Fair enough. So I'll give you the comics back tomorrow, okay? Keep them as long as you need. But I'd like them back sooner, rather than later. Did you hear something? I did. It came from that bush. Uh-oh. That's the one. She's the girl I was telling you about. Look, if this is about the marshmallow thing last year, I really don't see... I don't recognize you. Who are you? Ah yes, sister, meet Melissa. Melissa, meet Rose, my elder sister. She's huge. Quite. I'm here to do my little sister a favor. She tells me a certain Penny hit her in the back with a wooden sword, thus causing her to fall into mud. Is this true? I don't see any point in denying it, but it was an accident. I don't believe you. Look, I don't like doing this sort of thing, but nasty little bullies like you make me sick. You think I don't know about the marshmallows? Oh, come on, that was ages. Time heals nothing, I am scarred. Don't you people ever think about the pain and endless anguish you cause? You think it's fucking funny? Your ass, my foot right now. Oh, fuck. Get off her, asshole. Lots of very fast, rapid dialogue. Oh, and, that just happened. It's kind of some magical murder. Oh, I thought there was actually some dialogue. We kind of went through that artboard pretty quick. Oh my god, she's dead. What the hell was that? Silence. Onyx starts to cry. Oh, Fauna, help me. Shit, I'm totally sorry. Onyx, I'm sure. Shut the fuck up, I hate you! Hey, what's all the noise? Oh, sweet mother of Delta. What the fuck happened to her? I'm calling the cops. Shit. Penny, you okay? She's fine, just unconscious. Oh, goody. Why haven't you fucked off already? I mean, you have just been an accomplice to the murder of my sister, you unbelievable fuckers. No point, I might have, but that guy got a good look at us all. Besides, we're in the middle of the suburbs, and every house on this street could hold a potential witness. And I suppose this was just an accident too, huh? Oh, of course not. I'm sure Penny really wanted to blow someone up in broad fucking daylight. What's going on? My brain hurts. Was it shouting? Oh, it speaks, you murdering fuck. I'm going to tear you a new anus and shove it, and, oh god. Shit, what happened to her? All her skin's been burnt off. No shit, Captain Obvious. Pen, we're in totally huge trouble. You blew her up. What? Last thing I remember was getting thrown onto the pavement. I blacked out, I think. Don't try denying anything. You killed her. Ah, shit. And in broad daylight, too. I am so fucked. And then we get some police sirens, a lot of violence, and a lot of escalating. Go already. I'm not programming cops in. And Nadir just doesn't want me to sit here and talk. I gotta say, they take the murder pretty calmly. Not so much Onyx, but Melissa and Penny are just like, whoops. And not really freaking out about ending someone's life. Also, Nadir made all these games without any external editors, which were available at the time. So you get things like this object being named Stupid Object Stop Deleting Yourself, because that would happen a lot on all these boards that take up a ton of space because of all the text and complex graphics. After the police came and arrested both myself and Melissa, we were separated and questioned at the station. Onyx was also taken in as a witness. I remember they had to scrape some. It's also kind of graphic. It was the longest evening ever, made all the worse by the fact that I knew what had happened, and would happen to me. See, I don't know about you people, but here in Guyana, most crimes are punished with intent to rehabilitation, with two exceptions: rape and murder or manslaughter with use of any form of magic. The latter is cause for exile, a traditional punishment still in force 200 years or so after the Rushtiki War, and during which time Guyana declared neutrality and banned all use of offensive magic of any form in its area, and offenders were thrown out of the country into southern Vasquez. Not many people really live there other than the exiles themselves, and it's mostly forest, so nobody complained. Although the law has been slackened since that war, Guyana has, to a lesser or greater extent, become much more technologically advanced than much of the rest of the world. Old mistrust leads to the seeking of alternatives, and evidently machines and science rated well with our ancestors. Anyway, I digress. I just figured you need the background as to what's going on. The point is, I'm in deep shit. So yeah, we did get to, learn about the world geography and its multiple moons and all this stuff before. Oh, by the way, magic is a thing and it's banned. I know that Onyx testified against me. I don't blame her, after all. I do the same. But I still think she was totally overreacting about the sword thing. I don't bear any ill will toward her, but I doubt the feeling is mutual. Melissa did too, I think. I like to think she did so reluctantly, but let's be honest, she saw what she saw. She's my best friend, but she knows what I think about lying, and I'm no hypocrite. I never saw that guy who heard the blast again. The thing is, I have no idea how I did that, or how to do it again. I'm still getting kicked out of the country, though. My parents were notified. They were understandably shocked. They still were when I left them. I asked them to pack me some stuff before I get deported, but not before a whole lot of shouting and crying, both from them and myself. I don't know if my little brother Miss knows about this. He's probably too young to understand. To him, I'll just be going on a little trip or something. I'll see them one last time on the border. Downshields is close to the Vasquethian border, so the authorities are quite lax with my journey there. I'll still have to be transported there in a windowless police vehicle, of course, but it's not that far at all. I have the right to appeal, but I'm not going to bother. I could, but what's the point? I'll take the tattoo and the exile uncomplainingly. Even if I could stay, my life wouldn't be worth living. I'm the first, native or foreign, to receive this punishment in some time, and news of this sort travels fast. Tattoo? Oh yeah, they put some weird kind of ink in your fur follicles that make the marked part of the skin grow black, or green, or whatever color. This one is a mark on my arm to stop me re-entering the country. They put an electronic tag under the skin too, just to make sure I fuck off. Needless to say, I've been stripped of ID already following my confession. And that's the symbol we saw on the title screen. So it's not just some weird shape. I spent the night I spent in the police cell staring at the ceiling, thinking about all the things I've been accustomed to while living here, and how much I'll miss them. Places, people, objects, all gone because of one stupid and totally weird mistake. This is getting heavy. Soon we're going to actually get to do things, though. Again with the silhouettes in the background of the buildings, but this time using some text to give them a little definition. And a big old tree. As predicted, the next morning I'm bundled into a van and taken to the border. We get out about 100 meters from the border itself and walk the rest of the way. And I'm pleasantly surprised to find my family and Melissa waiting to give me a send-off before I go. This is good, because Dad has some stuff I need. Can't go yet. Say bye-bye to Gian forever. So you get to talk to everybody one last time. Like, Melissa, what are you doing here? I'm not supposed to see you again. This is a family-only send-off deal. Not that I mind you being here, of course. I got permission from your dad. I just wanted to say I'm totally sorry for Tessa. Oh, I thought as much. Don't beat yourself up about it. What's done is done, eh? I told them it was an accident, but they wouldn't listen. Yeah? Twice in a row, huh? You're remarkably stoic today, considering you're getting exiled and all. Well, I could cry and moan and swear until my hair all falls out. That's not going to get me back in, is it? I'm just going with it. I always wanted to see the world anyway. Ah, Delta. I'm totally going to miss you. You're my bestest friend ever. Sad face. Oh, come now, I'll be fine. And you've other friends. That's not the point. We'll meet again. Count on it. Okay. By the way, I brought you back those Speed comics. I figured you'd want something to cheer you up. Though it's not like I could read them last night after what happened. Alright, thanks, Mel. I guess this is see you around then. Yes! Think this is the little brother? Yes, it is. Mom says you're going away. Is that why we're here? Yeah, I'm going on a magical quest to vanquish dragons and rescue disturbingly camp princes. Or not, but I am going away. Bring me a present, okay? Like a dragon egg. I always wanted one of those. And who wouldn't? Look, I can't lie to you. I won't be coming back. Yeah, you will. If you insist, soft kid. Oh, then you can have my stereo if you want. Hurrah! Talk to Mom. Fana, look at that dawn sky. What time is it? 6:34 a.m., Mom. Thought it was about that. At least we've good weather today. Rain, in this circumstance, would just be depressing, and that's just not good. The circumstance in questioning being that my daughter is about to be deported, and I'll probably never see her again, which is already bad enough. Mom, there's no reason to talk like I'm not here. Sorry, I'm just odd right now. I've brought something for you. I think you'll find it useful. Melissa here told me you'd find it useful. Melissa waves comically at you. Yes, I see you, you daft sod. Also, Nadir is British, if you have not somehow deduced this yet. So what is it? I ache with anticipation. Mildred produces the sword. This sword here. Used to belong to my grandmother. It's an heirloom, but still usable. Mildred holds this sheathed sword in both hands and gives it to you. You give it a once-over before unsheathing it and giving it a check. Careful! That thing is not something to wave around. Hold on, I'm just looking. Okay, there. 3 sheets of for strapping onto her back. Not too heavy. If this is an heirloom, how come I've not seen it before? Oh, come on, it's only been hanging over the fireplace for the last 16 years. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thanks. That'll be a big help out there. Come on, give us a hug, you great big outlaw, you. Okay. You do so, holding tightly. Have I said that I'll miss you all yet? Because I will. And don't worry about me. I can use the sword quite nicely, as Mel can vouch for. And lastly, before we finally get to, like, play a ZZT game and not watch cutscenes and play DDR minigames, it's Oswald, the dad. Well, I guess this is goodbye, Dad. Penny, I'm very sorry about last night. We both are. I brought you what you asked for. So you got a red rucksack with food, clothes, toiletries, navigation tools, a towel, some money, and some light bedding. Thanks. Oh, never mind that. It's understandable, really. We were all on edge, tempers frayed, etc. So where are you going to go? West. Hopefully I'll get a job somewhere in Alsace. Nothing fancy, but one that'll get me somewhere to live and food to eat and so on. I hate to ask, did you put any tampons in here? So, understandably, in 2003, releasing the ZZT game to a bunch of teenage boys, we all thought that was the most hilarious line in the history of ZZT games. The girl. She has a period sometimes. But, in reality, that would definitely, like, you know, be a concern of hers. So, kudos to Nadir for actually thinking to include that. Even if it is kind of an unexpected line. But anyways, yeah, like her dad does not think about this, because why would he? But Mom did. I think you'll find I put some in there at the bottom. And they're even deluxe. Anyway, now that we've gotten past the lines about Fox tampons, it's time to get out of here. Your farewells are all said. We'll have to go back in now. But we're not finished yet. I said we're going back now. I'm going back in. I'm going to stay with my daughter and make sure she's okay. I'm afraid we can't allow that, sir. Under these circumstances, we can't allow anyone related to an exile leave the country for 2 years following it, unless they bring them back in. Penalty for breaking that law is 18 months in jail. Curses! Give it up, Oz. She'll be fine. I can go with her. No, Mel. Go back to town. There's no reason why we should both get stuck in Vasquez forever. Besides, I'll be fine, really. It's not like these woods are haunted by evil stuff or anything. Okay, you're the boss. Bye. Well, nothing more for me here. Let's get started on this epic voyage to, hiding in a dank cave or something. Nah, just kidding. Let's go south. Alsace is a few days away, unless I'm mistaken. So let's get moving. Tell you what, though, this sword is nice. I'll keep it in hand. You never know. And now we are trapped outside of the country. Let me in. There's a big old tree, and that's it. We're out of here. On to another artboard. Penny walking through the forest. After 2 or 3 relatively uneventful hours trekking south, we come to an intersection with another wider road than the path you were just on, with passages radiating deeper into the forest. Delta Moon, this forest goes on forever. Surprised there's still a path this far in. Right, I'm currently headed southwest, about 10 miles inland and 12 miles south of Guion. I wonder if they're missing me yet. I kind of hope so, but I feel bad saying that. Seriously though, it'll be hard on them. I am consumed with misplaced guilt. Anyway, let's see where these signs are pointing towards. Yeah, so I mean, even the legit gameplay boards do look really nice. This is very much a forest with a lot of trees overlapping, and some very Ned the Knight rocks and plants just littering the ground. Now that I can catch that reference. Anyways, there's a haunted swamp, but why would we want to go there? And the Southern Guy Mountains to Alsace. So let's go that way. You can hear the sounds of throats ahead. Wild animals of some sort. I guess the animals are called throats. Anyway, I should keep my sword close. And I shall. I don't know where I got one ammo, but I have one ammo. This is not a ZZT game about shooting. This is a ZZT game about stabbing. Or being stabbed. Lots of blood. And there's a duplicator. Ah, crap. Found a sandwich. 30 health. Okay, so it's better to run. Oh, Jesus. Worst part is I know that this is a dead end. I'm already wasting all these sandwiches. There we go, that one didn't actually bite me repeatedly. There's unfortunately like no way to tell if you're going to hit or be hit. A lot of ZZT games would have the objects like change characters to indicate whether the enemy was attacking or vulnerable, but Nadir just kind of says the hell with it. Why is this river partially red? Oh, because it's blood. From this weird rock thing. The weird rock thing emits a low roaring sound. Penny jumps back, alarmed. Yeah, what the hell? Upon closer inspection, Penny notes that the rock has eyes, a mouth, and a grayish hide. The thing has a long, bleeding gash up on its shoulder. It's obviously injured. Hang on, I know what you are. You're one of those things. What's his names? Rogons, aren't you? The creature appears docile, and Penny comes up close to it and strokes its nose. It seems pleased. Who did that to you? Hang on. You're lucky my dad gave you some bandages and such this morning. After a few minutes of poking around with her first aid kit, Penny successfully patches up the wound, but the Rogan is still too weak to move, like she'd perhaps hoped. There we go. I wonder what caused that. Those nasty little polywog things couldn't have. They're not big enough. It must have been another traveler, maybe, or a brigand. Could you do me a favor and, like, move already? I've got a mountain to pass over, and I'd like to get there before it's sunset. What time is it now? Actually, I'm in no rush, but still, shift your ass! Impasse. The Rogan remains inert. I said move! Penny attempts to push it out of the way, to no avail. The Rogan makes a low whining sound. Well, this is going nowhere fast. I can't get by or over this thing, and the stream is too fast flowing to cross. What do you want? For the love of fauna. If I recall my biology correctly, aren't Rogan native to swampy areas? Didn't I pass by a swamp about half a mile back? Drogon blinks significantly upon mention of a swamp and makes a gentle grunting sound. Penny notices something shiny in the grass for the first time. Hang on, what's this? She goes to pick it up. It's a name tag. Don't ask me where it's supposed to hang from on a creature with no immediately apparent neck. Hello, my name is Stumpy. I belong to Henna Solrune. I live at the one house in the haunted swamp in Vascoth Forest. You can't miss it, and it's not like this place is overpopulated or anything. This Henna woman. I'll go to the swamp and find her. She'll know what to do with Stumpy here. But yeah, you get a little trail of old Stumpy blood. I've never noticed that actually goes into the stream like this until today. It's yet another cool little detail. Okay, now to run back and hope that I don't get destroyed. If you were around for it, yeah, you probably should have played it. It got its own news post because Nadir was an admin, which is also coincidentally how I know that the semicolon is actually supposed to be a semicolon, because that's what he put in the database himself and in the news post and in the readme, even though the title screen uses a colon and the sequel uses a colon for its subtitle. But it was definitely a big thing. Won awards and all that stuff, and it was also in a time when things were starting to wind down a little. Sure looks overcast. Look at that overcast weather. And the swamp, well, the forest turns into swamp and gets scarier. Look, I'm totally serious about this forest being haunted. Leave now, or you'll get scared to death by animated skeletons. I'll be all like ooga booga and jump at you. And monstrosities not of this world will suck at your brains and stuff. I must not want visitors. Not feeling particularly haunted yet. Maybe this place has more effect at night. I am intimidated by the severed skull. Yeah, you're not exactly peachy yourself, kid. Alright, so I hope everybody enjoyed that joke. Because it never happens again. Why is it not letting me through there, though? Weird. Anyways, there's horrible swamp monsters now, too. So you gotta watch your step. And keep thinking those are treasure chests with sandwiches. As Penny reaches the rough center of the clearing, she hears a sickening crackling sound as piles of bones, both above and below ground, rise and take on the form of their former owners. Oh crap, I think running might be a good idea. Zombies! Zombies! Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh! Well, I actually died. I didn't think I would die that early. You're knocked over and the skeletons collectively jump at and dismember you. Isn't that lovely? Okay, let's try it again. Getting pushed. Getting shoved. Go away. Let me through. There we go. Okay. Oh my god. That was fucking scary. I suppose I was warned, though. I really don't want to go back through that. I guess I have no choice but to press on. Anyway, where am I now? Ooh, dark passages. Man, this henna must be nuts to live here. At least I can't sense any more of those skeletons ahead. Zombies and bugs the size of my head, however, are a different matter entirely. Rah, brains. Bzzz. So, I'm just gonna cheat for health, honestly, because this game is either dialogue or bad gameplay. So we just want to get to the dialogue, and not the bad gameplay. And the duplicator really doesn't help things. North housing, east Lake Dreer, west Vasquez Forest. So let's go to the housing. It's a skeleton. Oh, Gate, you're learning the vocabulary of ZZT. Thinking that was an energizer to make you invincible. But in fact, it's just a sandwich. Here's our cool swamp house. A slightly rusty painted mailbox. Looking closely, Penny can just make out the name Silver Blood printed in black stick-on letters, beneath what looks to be a fresh layer of slime drawn over it. Gate's totally locked. Time to wander around deeper in the swamp in that case, I guess. You know, because this is a ZZT game and it'll somehow have gotten there. And man, you just can't have your blood sucked out and the ever-loving shit scared out of you enough nowadays. So Nadir gets very meta. Okay, the blood flies aren't so bad because you can at least kill them in one hit. Swamp continues. I like the little reeds. I don't like the high-pitched noise they make, though. That might be a Zeta thing. With the audio quality, at least. Okay, we found a green key. Also, the use of, like, actual ZZT keys here feels very strange. It's like a weird reminder that this is the thing that Town of ZZT comes from. Speaking of which, there's our purple key. Killing those bugs. Eating those sandwiches. It's much quieter here, other than the sound of a duplicator. Warning, past submerges in summer. So we're not going that way. Now, I was half expecting there to be one of those fan boat things here, but there isn't. I sort of need one to get to the other side of the lake. Absent-mindedly, Penny gives the rope a tug. It's attached to something, which she assumes to be an anchor on the lake bottom. I wonder what the deal with this is. A rumbling sound begins to emanate from the lake, quietly at first, but it gets louder rapidly. Penny takes a step back from the jetty edge. What the heck is that? The rumbling gets louder. Suddenly, a huge, one-eyed squid bursts out of the lake, dousing Penny with swamp water and causing her to drop her sword. Alright, everybody make sure you're looking at the video. Holy shit! Giant cyclopic squid. Vlorg! Ah! Before Penny can react, the squid thing wraps a tentacle around her leg and lifts her off the jetty. Look at that incredible squid that was just hiding in the water this whole time. Look at this beautiful artboard. And some more nice music. Woe is me! Penny dangles limply from the raised tentacle wrapped around her leg. Without her sword, she is totally defenseless. But, from the darkness, a new hero emerges! Err. Oh my, hang on, I'll get you out of there. The girl closes her eyes and mutters a few words, and a bright aura forms around her hands. And again, another, just amazing artboard. You can even see Penny's sword there on the dock. And I think it actually even, maps up the trees in the background from this angle with that board that we were on before, too. Which is nuts. So, the Kraken gets defeated. Now this is the actual best board, by far. What have you done to my beautiful face? A few minutes later. Post-Conehead, as it were. Hey, are you alright? I found this sword. I think it's yours. Oh, the hell was that? Put that thing down. It's dangerous. Help me out of here, will ya? Judging by the amount of bodies I saw on my way out here, I'll agree. Sorry. You put the sword down. What's a kid like yourself doing in this place? No, wait, I'll ask later. Let's get you home. I could ask you the same question. Ugh. Fade to black. There's the Nadir dresser that's in like every one of his games, and you can see the ZZT toilet down there too. And again, we get this really interesting view where you can actually kind of see upstairs and downstairs simultaneously. There's Penny's big old sword, some beds, big old window, carpet, the works. It's a good house. Oh, and my health gets set to 50. All my cheating for nothing. Ah, you're awake at last. Oh man, I feel like my brain's been crapped in. What happened to my clothes? These are blue. I was wearing green, and they're kinda small. You were sodden from trudging around the marsh. After about an hour of waiting for you to regain consciousness, I thought I'd wash them. An hour? How long have you been out, and what the hell was that thing, and who the heck are you anyway? Hang on, are you feeling alright? You certainly perked up a whole lot. I feel fine now, really. Anyway, I would like some answers. In which case, answers you shall have. And you already asked the questions to boot. 1. Not too long. You've been here about 90 minutes or so. You caught a knock on the head when you fell into the water. You must have connected with a rock or something on the way down, sustained a concussion. You may feel fine, but... well, I did what I could, but I'm no authority on first aid. I don't think you should go running around again just yet. Oh, pooh. Still, we can talk, as you've probably noted by now. Secondly, that giant squid thing has lived in the lake as long as I've been here. I don't know much else. I usually stay away from there, but I heard roaring and yelling while on my way out of the swamp, so I went to look and found you being mauled by that thing. Thirdly, and I'm sure you're dying to know, in case you didn't look at the top of the window up here, I'm Henna. Henna Solrune. And you are? Ah, I've been looking for you. What sort of maniac lives in a madhouse like this? Are you going to keep me here against my will like in that film? A film? Why would I do that? Never mind, I'm not a famous writer anyway. At least not to my knowledge. So I guess Stephen King exists in this universe, so feel free to discuss what his persona would be. That is a Stephen King novel, right? Anyhow, joking aside, my name's Penny Shywell. That's spelt with 2 dots over the I. Oh no, you missed my beautiful voice acting then. And that was when the squid got me. So, I've not had a good day today. I thought they'd abandoned exile as punishment in Eon. Yeah, for everything but the one thing I did. By mistake, I think. Poor dear. Well, I owe you an explanation as to the state of the swamp, but I can't give you a full one because I don't know what's going on either. See, I'm a swamp witch by choice. I'm living away from my homeland, Otz, by leave of my father. I've been here for the last few years with a mentor, to better explore the possibilities a talent like mine can extend to, he said. Okay, fair enough. I don't imagine you get much traffic in a place called Haunted Swamp. Yeah, this place was just labeled such by Silver to keep people out, but then it started living up to its name, as you know. Silver, your mentor, right? Sorry, yes. So, none of this is your doing other than the signs? I had this mental image of you watching me from your bubbling cauldron, waiting for the moment at which you'd release the flying monkeys. Don't be disgusting. And pretty much. And that's why I was on my way out. You see, Silver got killed by zombies just hours ago. We were both in the thick when the dead started rising. She was showing me how to strengthen force fields, and before we knew we were surrounded, and God, fuck, I just don't want to talk about it right now. But it's basically something like this. Somebody look up when Sly Cooper came out, because he definitely looks like a cut in half Sly Cooper. I've probably linked it or shown it at some point. I mean, it's an iconic Nadir artboard if ever there was one. Okay, so yeah. So it's post Sly Cooper, but I guess Sly Cooper doesn't wear pants. So it's just a coincidence, blue and yellow. Anyway, back to this. Fauna, that's terrible. I'm sorry. I just ran. There was nothing I could do for her. She was mortally injured before I could intervene in the worst way. I was going to just run back here, get what I could, and then scarp her. Is that a British word? Then you came into the picture, and you're injured, and I'm worried about you getting hurt too. We're still in the swamp, though. What if ghosts or zombies or whatever tried to break in? Well, I've managed to erect a psychic barrier over the windows and doors. Think of it as Syl's parting gift to me. And I think we'll be fine for at least a few hours. Plus, there's the gate. We're safe. If you say so, but I'm not waiting to find out. Where are my clothes? I'm totally getting out of here, concussion or no. I don't know. Better to make sure you're okay first. I know I'll be more okay if I get the hell out of here. I can worry about that later. Why don't you come with me? I mean, those horrible skeletons I met on my way and could use a few hits of that fire beam thing I saw you use earlier. Skeletons? You don't know? They effectively tracked me here shortly after I passed the second sign. It was one of those wonderful, wonderful brown trouser moments. That's some quality writing. We have to get out of here. Besides, you need to see the Stumpy. What? You found her? Yeah, that's why I came to look for you. She was hurt and blocking a bridge I needed to cross, and I couldn't find any other way over. I fixed her up, but she wouldn't shift. I saw your name on her collar, so I thought I'd come look for you. Oh my, this is terrible. We have to find her. Do you remember where she was? Absolutely. It was hard to miss. There's no time to waste. Get your stuff. Let's get going. Hang on. What about all that concussion stuff? Oh, we can get that seen to later. Let's go find Stumpy. Smarten yourself up and we'll be off. I'll wait for you, but be quick. Strange girl. Procure your backpack. Despite having been hurled in that lake earlier, the contents are in remarkably good condition. Most of the perishable goods were secured for such an occurrence. Hooray! Penny retrieved her sword, which had apparently been cleaned along with her clothes. Presumably Henna hadn't wanted to get blood on her carpet. Where'd my sheath go? As we've all said many times. It takes a minute for Penny to wriggle out of Henna's old clothes. As such, she feels quite relieved to be back in her own. And true to her word, Henna has indeed washed them, though they do smell faintly of cabbage. You go south now. Go south. And yeah, the carpet is not made of fake walls, so we really are going south. There's Henna. Okay, all set? I guess. You've certainly changed your tune. Stumpy is special. Oh, alright. I mean, this damn Rogan is obviously more important than me, so I'll just go along with you, even though I could black out or something en route. That's the spirit. Dear, speaking of changed attitudes, lighten up. It's not far. You already killed most of the zombies around here. You're weird. Weird. And it joins you, creating Super Henny. Yeah, we didn't kill a lot of zombies. We ate a lot of sandwiches. There we go. Maybe I'm being presumptuous, but these are the skeletons, aren't they? Oh yes. Make them stop, please. Okay. She closes her eyes and chants a few words. Existo, glashantu, existo, vanifskir. Right. Hang on, kiddo. Oi, did it work? Holy crap, man, that was amazing. Why didn't you do that to those zombies earlier? Depends what you mean by earlier. Well, on the way out of here, and that other thing you told me about. Look, I couldn't do anything for her, alright? I didn't do anything to the zombies because I was considering my strength for what you just deemed amazing. I can't shoot this shit willy-nilly, you realize? Sorry, I'm all out of tact today. Oh, shut up and let's keep going. So we can still get murdered by horrible swamp monsters. I had an easier time reading the unholy magic than I do, like, the name of this planet. Finally. God damn, I am glad to get out of there, and I'm never going back again. I don't know. Silver never did get a good burial. Maybe I'll come back someday. I wonder what's making those things appear anyway. I mean, it's hardly a natural occurrence. I have absolutely no idea. Maybe my dad'll know. I'll get in contact with him sometime. He always knows about this sort of stuff. Besides, he needs to know about Silver. That's an idea. Anyway, shall we see to your Rogan? Alright, hopefully she won't have gone anywhere. Actually, I wonder if there's a comment. Nope. I was hoping like Henna would say something about that sign now. Now these things I killed most of. Oh, that was quick. Upon entering the clearing, Henna speeds towards Stumpy and gives her a once-over. Penny stands from a short distance and watches. Stumpy? Ah, I thought you'd been abducted or something. That was a good rinse sound. Yeah, I never did ask. What's the deal here anyway? I mean, how did your Rogan get out here? Well, it makes sense to me now. About a week ago, she just disappeared. I got Silver to help me look for her, but to no avail, and we gave up. I guess she sensed something was up and left the swamp. I thought the Rogan were slow animals that rely on camouflage and a complete lack of scent for survival. Here, this'll make you feel better. She feeds Stumpy some kind of herb. It grunts and devours it accordingly. Aye, mostly. Stumpy's pretty fast, though. For a Rogan, anyway. Walking speed. Not bad. So, you had her long? Now there's the thing. She's really only a baby, about 3 years old. My dad gave her to me when Silver and I first set off over here, to pull our carriage. It was quite a way from A to B, after all. And these guys are good at that from an early age. And she was so adorable, so we kept her. Yeah, she is cute, huh. Wonder who could do something so mean to such a non-threatening animal. It's so mean! Well, you did a good job patching her up, and I'm grateful to you. I don't know who did it. They're going to get my staff in their face when I find them. So what are you going to do now? I mean, you've effectively been evicted from the swamp by evil undead. Point? Well, I was meaning to talk to you about that. How about I come with you? You seem like you could use some company right now. And I have a window. What? That's a phrase I've never heard. Besides, maybe you'll need an eye kept on you. You are injured, remember? Sure, I thought you'd say that. And for Delta's sake, I feel fine. It's just a lump. But yeah. Fair DOS. Besides, you've had quite the harrowing experience today. You need someone around, I suppose. Yeah, come to Alsace with me. Hooray! So, this Alsace, is it far? Oh, at least 4 days on foot, I'm afraid. It'd be shorter, but we've got a mountain range to cross once we get out of this forest. But it's pretty plain sailing after that. Also, yes, Nadir has a lot of fun with his object names, so we get Will Rock here. These aren't my hiking boots either. They're not huge. Well, they're hardly the Umbrak Mountains, which all of us are obviously very familiar with. My map says there's a pretty low pass through. let me try this one. Snurp poof. Well, shall we go? What time is it? I'm not gonna watch. 5:35. It's starting to get dark, actually. Shall we camp here tonight? I mean, this is a pretty good spot. Aye. We can set off tomorrow. Go get some wood, and I can start a fire easily. Dry wood mines. Oh, come on, even a damn city kid like myself knows that. Go forth! You know, you're reminding me a whole lot of someone I used to know. I choose to take that as a compliment. And you get our good look at Stumpy in the bridge here. To be continued. Hannah and Penny stay up late that night playing Getting to Know You. The night sky is much clearer than it was during the day, so they lie under the stars. Stumpy sleeps quietly on the other side of the path while the two girls cackle incessantly. Now that is totally a chicken, albeit a messy one. No, that was meant to be a dog. Man, I'm no good at this game. Really? We used to make hand chows all the time when we were kids. I guess. I just played a bunch of video games. This is relatable. Anyway, it's late. We've ground to cover tomorrow. We should turn in. You're not just copping out because you're losing. Hey, what's that you've got there? Ah, just some comic books. Speeduck, huh? Sounds dumb. No way! It's about a duck called Horace who gains superpowers after getting bitten by a radioactive flea. He's blue and he saves the world from evil robots by running around really, really fast. I rest my case. Dumb. No! There's more to it than that. There's all kinds of moral and sociological issues raised in it. It's really good. You can have a look if you want. The art's great. If you say so. I think I'll pass. Maybe later. Oh, be quiet. I'm going to hide in my sleeping bag now. Alright. And shoo, more pause. Will you stop doing that? What? I was only saying sweet dreams and oddiss. Yeah, but for all I know, it could be fuck you, Penny, you suck dicks or something. Penny, piso te yam, te suyo. You know, I think this could be the start of a beautiful cliche. I mean, friendship. And that's a wrap for now. Frost 1, credits. Almost everything by Nadir. Music by Mad Tom. Beta testers, Hercules, and Commodore. Greets go out to everyone who deserves greets. Basically, if you somehow inspired or encouraged me, knowingly or not, your name goes here. People who belong on the no thanks to list go here. If those idiots know who they damn well are. I'm very glad that there's not like just a list of ZZTers everybody hated around 2003 here. And I'm not divulging any tasters as to what happens next. You'll just have to wait. I'm sure you're all very patient. No, I don't know when I'll finish part 2 either. Whenever I feel like it, I guess. I think a break is in order right now. I have been a busy Nadir. Anyway, thanks for playing. I hope you enjoy my first proper game in 3 years. No, really, because I'm going to ram it down your throat. Not meant in any obscene way. Here's a link to What Was Z2? They probably don't, but these ones do. And that link obviously does not work anymore. But hey, at one time Z2 was hosted by the Underdogs, which was kind of cool in retrospect. Press escape or forever hold your peace. So I don't think the Underdogs is still around. Yeah, NMIAOW was like a ZZT community term, and it's one of those things I always forget that, no, people don't know what that is. So I'm like, I see that, I'm like, yeah, I know what that means. That's what we all said in like 1999. So that was Frost, Part 1, Power. The credits say that he has no idea when Part 2's coming out. And the text file said probably around December of 2003. Now, no doubt you all know that no ZZT sequel ever gets finished, but in this case one almost did. Nadir released the incomplete version of what he had, which was a pretty solid chunk. I think it's actually longer than this game. in 2007, and reluctantly realizing that if he didn't put out what he had now, there was no way he was going to make a ZCT game ever again anyway. So I hope you enjoyed that compelling story. If you liked it, it has a sequel. I wrote about that sequel at the beginning of this year? Yeah. So let's shove a bunch of links down your throat. Not meant in an obscene way, of course. So that's the page for Frost 2 to view it or download it, or click a link to play it. Then it also had this closer look on it. And the sequel has very little to do with this game. It stars completely different characters, although there is a brief intro that shows a little bit about what happens to Henna and Penny. And then it ends up starring a hamster and a beaver in a big city. It's very exciting. Normally I'd say, oh, I don't know what we're streaming or when we're streaming, but man, I want to get that sweet Twitch affiliate status, so we are streaming again tomorrow, same time as today. Because I gotta do this for a living, I guess, but not really. And we had our poll, and tomorrow's game is going to be Cat. That darn cat. Where's the damn cat? I forget if there's a swear in the title. Yes, it is called Cat, that damn cat, in all caps. So, good job voting for the games with animals. See you all tomorrow.